Hello and welcome back to Become a God. Last time we had a fantastic run with my Jumping Reaver deck. I want to continue that run and see how far I can climb beyond rank 5. And yeah, I'm hoping to get some good results with this build. I did actually try a different variant that goes back to more traditional blue jump, using a Wave Crash Colossus as a win condition, along with Mystic Beasts and stuff like that. And I just wasn't feeling it, guys. I don't know if blue jump can really compete as that kind of tempo mid-range deck that it once was. I much prefer it in this kind of control style deck where you use the jump creatures as an early game package to help support you getting towards your late game, whatever that might be, Chaos Emperor Chaos, or even like Dream Reaver like I'm playing in this build. So let's get into some matches and see if this deck can continue to perform. Alright guys, into our first match. Very good hand here. We've got the early Frogify if we need it. We have our early Collector as well, the first creature we're going to play. Emperor's Command, we can go either way on. We could keep it if we want to support the Triton Warrior, but I'm probably just going to use the Frogify for that. So let's throw away the Emperor's Command and get back another Emperor's Command. Oh my goodness. It just happens sometimes. It just happens. I'm just going to accept it. Maybe a forest into a village elder, so we need to be more aggressive here. The Emperor's Command is actually really good. Now, if we are playing against Green Sacrifice, we can answer those assassins. Very clean, very easy way to kill them with these Emperor's Command. And we do have the Frogify ready as well, just in case a Bone Collector gets out of hand. So lots of good options here going forward. We also have just this Triton Warrior, which hopefully is going to be jumping behind enemy lines very, very soon. So let's move this up. Now, I could Emperor's Command this to stop a collection, but like I said, I'd rather just keep these for now and try and use them on those demons. I'm sorry, those assassins. They're both Shaitans. One's an assassin, one's a demon. Bone Collector, like I said, showing up to the party here. Huh. Really not sure. I think I just continue laking, actually. I have Dream Reaver. I want to get this down early because it's going to be very difficult to answer unless this deck runs Last Nightmare. So if the deck's running Assassins, I'm just in a fantastic position because I have answers to those, and this big old Dream Reaver should cause some problems. But if it's Last Nightmare, not going to be as effective, unfortunately. I'll just go for a Flash Salmon Sandwich there. That works out. Court Jester, very interesting. So we can Emperor's Command this now. And then we can clear this with Aurora. I think that's fine. Yeah, let's do that. Jump up. We get to collect, playing aggressively as well, which could be very important. Get the Aurora down. We can get some Battletoads on the go as well. So lots of pressure from us, even though we are a control deck as well. We do get to apply a lot of pressure in this matchup, just because our creatures are so mobile. They're very difficult to deal with as well. Aurora is just... The amount of times that Aurora has won me board is ridiculous. It's such a good card. It's probably still one of the best legendaries in the game. Has such a huge swing potential. So we're going to see a massive Fanatic come here. Oh, nice little clear. Really like that. That was a strong play. Might have to Emperor's Command this, which I'm not too keen on, if I'm honest. Let's take a look at what Fagoro finds us first. Fagoro might pick up something useful. We still have plenty of Faeria to use as well. MP, okay. MP's... Oh, a library. That's exactly what we want to see. Okay, we are going to Emperor's Command this now. Move these guys up a bit. Just clear this out. Let's drop the library. Getting extra Faeria, extra cards, lots of creatures on the right-hand side with the Frogify ready. Take care of this big Fanatic if we need to. I can push 6 damage after playing a Dream Reaver as well. So very much depends on what my opponent gets up to. We might just see an early Soul Eater just to get things rolling, which is fine. I respect that. Yeah, early Soul Eater coming down, only as a 6/6. Not a big deal right now. I see a Wind Soldier just take this out. That would be the worst. Wind Soldier just clearing out my Triton Warrior. Oh, maybe Fanatic clear the Aurora. Interesting. No, just gonna pass there. Loads of Faeria to work with. Fantastic. Can even put this here so Aurora can start maneuvering around. Go for the Dream Reaver. Jump this over here. Jump this over here. Just make sure we have a lot of creatures going in for the next turn. Just trying to set up lethal. One life remaining for this green-yellow sacrifice. I don't think there's a way that I'm going to lose this. I'm in such a good position. Dream Reaver's down. Like, Vagoro can finish the game. Even if I draw another Ninja Toad, I can finish off my opponent as well. This card has actually been incredible over the last few days. I've run in 3 of them. And I treat them kind of like Wind Soldiers in some ways, but they're also just an awesome way for me to apply pressure. I can use it as removal. I can use them as double collectors. Just such a versatile card, especially if you're building a deck with a lot of lakes. This card has helped me win games so many times, just by all the things I just mentioned. Having so much utility and being very versatile. Is that another Soul Eater? It's not really going to help here. I have this little guy who can jump. Unless, oh yeah, I guess that's not too bad. But yeah, I can just kill this and jump in and finish him off. Unless there's some form of removal, maybe a Crystal Flower. There's the assassins we were talking about. Okay. Well, that still doesn't work, unfortunately. Since I can just do this. Hop, skip, and a jump from Vagoro here. And game number 1. Easy peasy. Feels good, guys. Like I said, I'm really liking this deck. I think it's very strong. And then we have it. So, game number 1 wrapped up. Dream Reaver taking the win over Green-Yellow Sacrifice. Let's get into another match. Alright, guys. Into our next match. Not bad. Got the Battletoads. These are a bit expensive, so I'm hoping I find a Water Elemental to help accelerate my land. I will start the side of my orb. I don't want to run into rush, especially with this hand. I want to be able to defend from the sides of my orbs, just in case. That's absolutely fine. I think maybe I just split here, because my hand's not very good. That's my issue. My hand's just not very good. If I had like Triton Warriors and Aurora and Frogifys, I'd go at one side because I can, start fighting on board pretty well. But with just Battletoads, it's not great. But I do have Aurora's Trick, which is pretty good. Aurora's Trick's really going to help me take care of these cards like this. Yeah, we'll just collect and we'll pass. So we're not too far away from it. I can just go Emperor's Command and Aurora's Trick this in 2 turns' time. If we see any Brigands or any Grimguards, I'm going to take them too. They belong to me. I got 2 tricks in the deck. Getting these down early will help me get some time to build towards this Dream Reaver. See what my opponent gets up to. I could alternatively now start building up this way. So just laking up here. How many lakes do I need? I need 4 more lakes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's absolutely perfect. So I can get a lake here, and then Dream Reaver across with a double neutral if I wanted. I could lake. That's probably not going to happen. We're going to see some lands being developed from my opponent. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I'd be a little bit more afraid if that was a desert. I must be honest. Kleem's Training is a very scary card. Bastina Forest, pretty happy about that. That means there's going to be no massive mobility plays that can really push a lot of damage and cause a lot of trouble. Flame Burst, okay. So we are going to build up this side like I spoke about a moment ago. I feel it's the best line for us right now. We can just defend here and then build up aggressively towards this. And then now it's because it's green-red, there's no hard removal. Puts me in a very good position. Emperor's Command. Thank you very much. That belongs to me now. I'm even tempted to Aurora this, just so I can start collecting off the left-hand side. I feel that's fine. Yeah, let's do it. And now if anything of any real threat comes here, I could have actually Aurora'd this. I didn't even think about that. Oh, that was a bit of a waste, actually. I regret that now, because I could just set up for Goro, and I could have Aurora'd this. And I would have been able to kill our Grove Guardian. Mistakes were made, guys. 100% mistakes were made. I'm going to have to get my frog friend. Oh, no, it's fine. I just drew a good card. Help me with that problem. I'm going to lake here now. I know we did say we're going to go up this way, but I want to make sure this frog is in a position where it can cause some trouble. Yeah, I guess we still frogify this. We'll take the damage on it. Now, I could have tricked this frog, to be honest, but I'd rather save it for Grimguards and Brigands. If you're running Brute, I'm assuming you're going to be running other combat creatures as well as Gift of Steel. So this Aurora's trick can become very, very handy. Flame Burst, alright. I can get Dream Reaver down next turn. I can jump here, Lake, and Dream Reaver straight up. Very much depends if this frog blocks me. It doesn't. Fantastic. Ground Shaker. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. That's interesting. So I'm not gonna... I can still Dream Reaver, it's just not in the position I'd want it to be in. So yeah, I'm gonna double neutral this turn. Jump up, we'll just clear this out. And we'll go for the Triton Warrior here. Do I trick? I think so. I think I trick here. Trick's not too bad. It does get punished by a Ground Shaker, but my opponent's not going to have enough Faeria to do that. But what Trick does allow me is allow me to Phantasm this on the follow-up. And then I can maybe clear whatever shows up. I just starved my opponent of a bit of Faeria. Now, I could have tricked earlier, actually. Maybe that's what I should have done. I think I've made 2 mistakes here during this match, but I haven't been punished too hard because I've had such an awesome start. And my opponent had a very slow start. Alright. Dream Reaver o'clock, guys. We're just going to move in with the aggression. That's fine. Let's get this library down. Now, what does my opponent do? There's not a lot can be done about this, unfortunately. Not for green-red, at least. Goes for a draw. Cypher's Wrath. And there we have it. Another game in the bag. Blue Jump is back. It is here to stay. Let's get into another match. Alright guys, into our next game. Things are going very well so far. Throw this hand. Triton Warrior. Feels good, guys. I was a bit afraid when I saw that Fagoro come out. I was like, oh no, I'm not going to draw any creatures, but here I am with the creatures, feeling good. Oh, that's a tail. Hello, Kupo. Kupo is very curious today. She's always quite curious. But yeah. Oh, it's Rush. Oh, that's a little disappointing. I don't like this at all. I think I'm going to go here with the Explore to make it difficult for Wind Soldier to happen. Yeah, let's do that. I'm a little sad about this, but you know what? It's not too bad because my Dream Reaver can now dash straight up, so I don't have to build lands around. I can just collect off my own well, which is pretty decent. And this deck does okay against Rush. You know, I've said this in the past. You've probably seen me play as well in previous episodes. Rush isn't too bad, as long as they don't get these crazy turns in the early game. This is fairly tame, but Demon Wing is a problem for me right now. This is where Battletoads is much stronger than Triton Warrior. Now I can Emperor's Command this and clear it. Or I could just trade off and then Emperor's Command this. But I'm probably going to need this for potentially a Monk on the follow-up. This is a tough one. So what could happen? I guess if I was to Emperor's Command this, I could kill it. And this is just going to die at the hands of the Demon Wrangler. So it's probably just worth trading here and just Emperor's Command on this. But then if a Monk is played, I'm in a very difficult position. So let's just clear this and pass. I want to keep this for a Monk. Because if I can't kill a Monk after it's played, I'm just going to lose. I can take 2 damage for now. That's fine. But definitely need to get rid of Monks. Don't want to fight against Monks. And speak of the devil, I really need something like Battletoads, and I kind of need my opponent not to play Shaitan Demon. Collect. Is that never... Oh, wow, this is too much pressure for me. I had a really slow hand. I need stuff like Aurora and Frogify. Frogify's a bit too late here. But I need all these sort of cards to keep my opponent at bay. But this is so slow. I can get Library down next to him. I might just be dead. So I need to hope for the best. I think I cursed myself once again. I said every time I say things are going fine, I lose. I just get battered. Feels bad. Yep. Yep. He's just hitting me off the map. He's trying to push me off the ledge. Curse these Yellow Rush players. So rude. I mean, I can get 2 creatures down. I know I could have taken Lake to go towards Dream Reaver. My problem was, like, I'm probably dead. As long as there's a Soul Drain in hand, I am dead. Choking Sands. Wait. Okay. So Lethal was just missed. Could have just... I mean, my opponent's in a position where he's so far ahead it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that was a miss Lethal. You just hit, choke and send your own guy, move the last one and win. But yeah, we'll call that a surrender. So a little unfortunate there. I usually do pretty good against Rush, but again, I still need the right cards to come to hand. If I draw my late game stuff in the early game against Rush, you're just going to die. It doesn't matter what deck you're playing. If you just draw loads of late game against Yellow Rush, you are not going to survive. Especially if you don't have removal in your deck like red or yellow. But yeah, that wraps up that match. A little unfortunate. Let's get on to our next one. Alright guys, another match. A little unfortunate there with the Yellow Rush. It happens, you know, I'm going to run into... I'm not going to win every game. I am going to lose some along the way. But yeah, like I said, a little unfortunate. But we had 2 really good games to start off with. Let's see how we do against Bob Ross. I'm going to see... Mountain Divine Guardian. So what is this? Is this so is this gonna be bargain maybe? I don't know, it's hard to say. I feel like I need to accelerate my lands a little bit, to be honest. I'm gonna go one side. When I see a Divine Guardian, I usually come to the conclusion that deck's probably slower than mine, and I'm going to need to be the aggressor. It's definitely depending on what type of deck this is. This could be like a Hellfire deck. This could be a Gemshell Tortoise deck. Mono red bargain, meteor deck. You know, we've seen a few meteors in the past. But yeah, so just another ground shaker. That's fine. That's fine. So this at least this deck doesn't have mobility, which works for me. A little cautious of Firestorm. But we've seen 2 ground shakers now, which means my library should just go off here. This shouldn't get removed. I'm pretty optimistic I'm going to get the most out of this library now. Get Fagoro next turn. I'm going to get an extra card, more Faeria. So sad I can't Aurora's Trick that. Really, really sad. Right, let's get our good friend Fagoro down. What have we got cooking for us, Fagoro? MP and an Aurora. That is pretty good, I must admit. I am impressed with seeing Aurora here. The choices are now, do I Frogify? Do I Frogify, hit, then Aurora, and then go back up to 6? Could my opponent be running Frogify? Will I just run into that? I've seen 2 ground shakers. A bit weak to Firestorm, but at least Fagoro will live. And then I can Frogify this one and clear it with Fagoro. Keep some Faeria handy. Let's just go for the Aurora. The main reason is because I've already seen 2 ground shakers. And if my opponent wants to Firestorm this board, Garadan's a little worse because obviously I'm going to have to deal with a 6/6. If Garadan comes down, I'm a little sad, but if it's just Firestorm, not that bad. Because I can just finish this off now. I can jump up and clean it up. Oh, hello, Dream Reaver. Hello, Dream Reaver. How's it going? So I'm tempted to just play a Dream Reaver to fight on board. So I can jump up, use the Frogify, clear this out. Or I can jump up, use the Frogify, and then use Phantasm instead of playing the Dream Reaver. And I keep 2 creatures intact. There has been no 7-cost cards from my opponent yet, so this Archon's chances of turning is quite slim. Yeah, so I think that's our best line here. Just going for the Frogify Phantasm play. Yeah, okay. Trying to get a good land for Dream Reaver. If I can get Dream Reaver down next turn, I'd be very happy. I maybe should have played this here so I could definitely double collect. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Because I can still just dash up here. A bit of a debate, really. But I'm a Faeria short now because I'm not double collecting. Ah, I messed up, guys. I think I messed up there. Continue with the land pressure to try and make my opponent use land on his turn, rather than taking draws or collections. Because I'm going to get in. I know I will get in. But my opponent might know it's Dream Reaver. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Jump here, move this into double collection, get the Dream Reaver down. Hellfire going to be a problem here? I don't think so. I got so much life. Yeah, I'll be fine. I was thinking of maybe healing, but I don't think it's worthwhile. I'll keep my Faeria for next turn. I'm just curious if there's a Frogify. Which I think there will be. We've just seen that lake come down. Yep, so Frogify is going to finish that off. Very interesting. Take a little bit of a heal here from this Dream Reaver, mainly because I just want to apply pressure. And there we go, the surrender. This deck can deal out the pressure when it needs to, especially in control mirrors. The jump package gives you that that early game board presence, which is really strong, which is one of the main things I think that's good about the deck. And then of course, once you start getting ahead on board, you can get those Dream Reavers down, which are very difficult to deal with if you don't have hard removal or transform effects. But yeah, looking good again. We're 3-1 right now. Let's see if we can tie this episode off with another win. Alright guys, final game. This was Yellow Rush, correct? I'm not sure, I can't... So many names. I see so many names I play Faeria, and I do recognize some of them, but I think this is the Yellow Rush we played against. Hopefully I can get my revenge, but once again, a very slow hand. Very, very slow hand, but I do have an early collector in the Triton Warrior. And I can build towards these tricks, and these tricks can come in handy. Oh, actually, this might be Yellow Flyers. This might be Yellow Flyers. It's either Yellow Rush or Yellow Flyers. Yellow Rush. I played against Yellow Flyers earlier. It was very difficult. My opponent was using Avery, which I haven't seen in a long time. But it was very tough. I really couldn't deal with it. Yeah, we could just lake here and pass. We're going to build towards the Dream Reaver. I could have played lake here, actually, but I want to make sure I get these well spots first. And then if I can take the luxury of lake here, it's going to make a good Dream Reaver line in the future. Let's see, a desert. Into a monk, into a prayer, into a demon wrangler, into a fanatic. That's something I wasn't expecting, if I'm honest. I'm going to wrangle it. Oh, this is deja vu, guys. This is fucking deja vu again. Ah, see, I can't clear anything if I... No. I don't want to give this spot to my opponent. My choices are, do I take 5 damage? No, do I take 7 damage? I guess it's okay. I can just do this, and I get to collect an extra Faeria. Maybe even Frogify this. You know what? We're going to Frogify this. Let's jump here. Yeah. So I didn't want to take 5. I'm not in the mood to take 5 right now. Frogify, early Frog. I have 2 more Frogifies. I have MPs. I have this trick I can use next turn on the Frog if I want. Could save it for a monk. I have some decent options going forward. Soul Pack, Soul Drain. Rebel Glider. This is some spicy rush deck, I must admit. I can steal this now. It's actually a good creature to steal. Good life stat. I can take the clear on the frog, set up my Dream Reaver land. It doesn't harvest though, that's really sad. That's fine, that's fine. I'm going to use this as a defender. Hopefully there's no soul drain, I can just trade off this. Go for my last lake, play a Triton Warrior, and then I can go towards setting up this Dream Reaver. Drew into the prayer, that's pretty sad. Choking Sands? We did see Choking Sands in the previous game. Choking Sands is not that bad, actually. It's a 4 Faeria trade-off for both of us. So we're kind of even on it. Yeah. I have healing, which is pretty good. Goes for the Zealous Crusader. Oh, nice Frogify. So I'm forcing my opponent to build land if he wants to clear my Triton Warrior, because I want my Triton Warrior to live long enough to be able to Frogify. Goes for a draw. We'll see what my opponent gets up to next. I might be able to squeeze in a Dream Reaver soon. It's not looking great, especially if this is a monk. Oh, man. Monks. The oppression. Can't jump over and clear the monk, which is really sad. And I'm in a position where I need to heal, ideally, which is also really sad. I'm gonna have to command this guy. I'm gonna have to command this. Not happy. Not happy at all. Let's take our last lake at least. Take it here. So it can't collect off the Winter Soldier. So like follower, 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 follower. It's all the followers could be really bad for me. Battletoads I'm always finding too late. Like Battletoads I really want in this matchup. Ugh, Demon Wrangler. Don't like that. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I get to collect here. I get to clear. I can just Battletoads in the way. +1 and try and get that dream. Just try and get a Dream Reaver to heal. That's my goal. Maintain enough board and get enough a Dream Reaver to heal. Draw. Please pass. Please pass. Don't play anything, followers. Pretty sad. Oh, that's even worse. That is even worse. Figoro. Guess will draw me something pretty fantastic. Gonna have to do this, which I'm not happy about. I'm just not happy with this matchup at all. Library, that's ambitious. I mean, I could do it. I could drop the library. Let's work this out, guys. I gain 3 Faeria. I go up to 4 Faeria. Library ticks. I get 2 +1 into Dream Reaver. I've healed. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's risky business. I'm dead either way. If my opponent has Soul Drain, I'm dead anyway. If my opponent has a Wind Soldier, I'm dead anyway. So I might as well take a risk. If I can live one more turn, the library's going to allow me to heal and get Dream Reaver down and hopefully dash Dream Reaver into a good position. If I take more damage, I can Dream Reaver again. So if it's a follower, I've lost, right? It's not a follower. I'm still in the game, guys. I'm still here. Fantastic. Woo! I don't know how long for, but I'm still fighting. I'm still going. I won't be able to Dream Reaver again, unfortunately. I'm only going to go up to 5 Faeria. I still have 2 big Zealous Crusaders to deal with. Oh, that's just lethal, right? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Do I play Aurora instead? Probably not. I guess I could Aurora Emperor's Command and then Library again? I don't know. That was just very silly. I thought I had saved myself somehow, but it was a very very easy conclusion to that game for Yellow Rush. So 2 losses to Yellow Rush now, but Battletoads are just so important in that matchup. Battletoads are amazing. If you can just get loads of Battletoads, it's very hard for Yellow Rush to win, especially if you have an Aurora to back it up or an MP. But I didn't get those draws, and yeah, unfortunately, it was the loss again to Yellow Rush. And that concludes this episode of Become a God. Not as successful as the previous episode, but still happy overall with the results. The only matchup I lost to is Yellow Rush, and that was twice. And again, like, I didn't feel like I drew the right tools I needed to fight in that matchup. Yellow Rush doesn't really need to draw the right tools. They just need to draw cards that can hit face and draw cards. They don't rely on getting specific answers for that matchup. Yellow Rush kind of does his own thing and hopes it wins. But yeah, I'm still very happy with the deck. I hope you guys have enjoyed it too. I'm a big fan of this deck. I love it. Even in those bad matchups, I feel that I can still win if I draw right and luck is on my side. But against other matchups, as you can see, the deck can be very strong, especially against other control decks as well, because you have that early game momentum that's really difficult to deal with if you have the cards like Aurora and the Frogifies to fuel that early pressure. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, drop a subscribe to keep up to date of when our content goes live. We're not going to have an episode 3 of Become a God this week. I'm going to start a new series where I'm going to play some different decks in casual. These are going to be very memey, kind of janky, spicy decks. I'm going to see if we can have some fun with that and just see what we can make. Maybe like Day of the Dragons, 3 Wishes, all that kind of jank. We're going to try and get some decks going and see if we can make them work. So until next time, guys, take care and enjoy my Jump in Reaver deck.